Hey guys, welcome back to another baby video. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I am currently 35 weeks pregnant. I will show you guys really quick. If you guys can see, I don't know how well. It's not a full bump shot, but I'm 35 weeks pregnant and we are almost due. I am so excited for baby boy to be here, but today's video I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite baby products that we used with my son, and we plan to use this time around as well because it's what worked for us. And I do want to just say that every baby is different, so these products may or may not work for your baby, or you may have just not liked them. I'm just sharing what worked for us and what we really enjoyed and some of our must-haves for the second time around. And with this baby, who knows, he may not even like some of these things. They may not work for him, but we obviously won't know until we try them. I just want to throw that out there that these products may not be for everyone, may not be for every baby, and that is perfectly fine. So I'm going to jump right into it, and I'm going to start with clothing because I have a few clothing items that are just a go-to for us and a must-have. So the first one being sleepers, specifically zipper sleepers. I love the zippers that start at the bottom. Some of them also have like top and bottom zippers, but preferably the zippers that start from the bottom because it makes changing so much easier. You just zip from the bottom up and then zip down, so you're just taking out their little legs. You don't have to fully undress them, especially in the middle of the night when it's like cold. Along with that, sleepers or onesies or whatever, but that have the built-in mittens on them already, or hand covers, because I've mentioned this before multiple times. I do not like mittens. They get lost really easily. We still use them for obviously outfits that don't have the little like fold over for the hands, but when I'm shopping and I'm buying like sleepers or onesies, I am looking for the ones that fold over the hand because just so much better than mids, in my opinion. On the topic of sleeping and changing, gowns. I love these little nightgowns or day gowns, whatever. Xander wore them all the time, but it just makes changing so much easier. There's no zippers, no buttons, and especially for the middle of the night, again, these come in handy. And also, again, they have the little hand mittens on them. I keep calling them hand mittens, but like fold overs, you guys know what I mean. The pack of 3 on Amazon, and it was super inexpensive. I'll link them down below for you guys. My favorite are the knot gowns, and this is from Caden Lane, so it's a little bit more on the pricier side, but it's super soft, and it just ties here at the bottom, or you can leave it untied. And again, it has the little hand fold overs. I personally love these ones, but like I said, they're a little bit more on the pricier side for a nightgown. The last actually piece of clothing item that I just absolutely love are magnetic outfits. Like, did you guys see that or hear that? Like, look how easy that was. This is just like a little magnetic romper, and it's by the brand Magnetic Me. I've never even heard of these before. When we went to New York last year, we went into Nordstrom, just walking around, and I found a couple of cute little outfits that I liked for Xander. And this is the first time I've ever seen a magnetic outfit. So these are really good, and I want to order more, but I cannot find them in stores, unless I probably go back to Nordstrom, but I'm not really like a Nordstrom shopper. I hardly ever go in there. I'm sure I could order some online. Again, the brand is Magnetic Me. I'm sure they have a website. On to Swaddles. There's a few different ones that we really enjoyed. One of them being the like Muslim, I can't even talk, the Muslim blankets. This swaddle here that came in a pack of 3 from Target. It is the Aided and Anais brand, I think that's how you pronounce it. But basically this one is a Velcro swaddle. So it like zips down here, and it makes changing easy because you could just open from the bottom and you don't have to take the baby all the way out of the swaddle for changing, but you just pretty much slip baby in here and then swaddle them up like that, just Velcro it shut. This one here, you have different options on how you want to swaddle the baby. You could swaddle a baby with arms out, and this has a zipper, so you just open it up, put the baby in here, kind of like a sleep sack, and then zip it back up. And this is what I was talking about with the double zippers. So this has a zipper on the top to zip down, and then it also has a zipper on the bottom here to zip up for easy changing access, which again, super handy in the middle of the night. So pretty much same thing here. You just put the baby inside here like a little sleep sack, which is also another reason why I like it, because it's more of like a sleep sack feeling, and it's a little bit more on the heavier side, which is nice. So yeah, you just put the baby in there and then Velcro shut. These are a little bit more pricey, but you know, just to have like one or two on hand is really nice. I got this from Target. I'll link it below. You can also get it on Amazon. But on the inside here, it shows different ways to swaddle the baby with this, which is really nice, because like I said, not every baby likes to be swaddled, or some babies like to be swaddled differently. Some don't like their arms like tucked in, some just like their arms tucked out. Every baby is just different, but the Halo swaddle is amazing, and it's actually called the Halo Sleep Sack Swaddle. Okay, next thing that we really love that came in handy is a little caddy that you could just carry around with you around the house. We currently live in a single story, but with Xander we used to live in a 2-story, and we kept this one downstairs, but I still plan on keeping this one in the living room just for easy access to grab things for the boys. So I just have diapers in here, which I have for my toddler, and then I have little newborn diapers, and I have a couple of burp cloths in here, and then some wipes. Really, that's all I put in there. With Xander, I put like extra onesies and clothes and stuff in there just because I didn't want to run up and down the stairs. But here I could just run really quick to the room if I need to. But for the most part, diapers and wipes and burp cloths are just like the three main things that I can think of that I will need on hand pretty much at all times. Okay, next thing is super simple, but this bathtub. I wouldn't even consider it a tub. It's just like, I don't even know what you would call it, but it's super convenient, super simple. Just put this in the bathtub, fill it up with a little bit of water, however you want, and then put baby in here, take baby a bath, and done. Super easy to clean also. Highly recommend this little bath tub thing, whatever you want to call it. Xander just woke up, so if you hear noise in the background, that's him just playing with whatever he could find. The next thing I want to talk about is this nail filer. So cutting baby's nails is obviously really scary. I was scared. I had Alex do it for the longest time because I was so scared of cutting him. And now that he's older, I just use regular clippers. But for newborns, I can't recommend this filer enough. So you have these different filing options here. I can't remember the one that we use the most, but what's really nice about this also is that it has a little light, so, and different speeds. So I think this is like the first speed, it has a little light, and then the second one, which is really nice because when you're like doing their nails, you want to be able to see to make sure you're not like hurting them or anything. But highly recommend one of these nail filers instead of the little clippers, especially. What do you have, baby? Especially if you're scared like I was. Next thing, super simple, not even gonna explain, a rectal thermometer. It's most accurate. We've always used this. We still use this with our 1-year-old because we just want to make sure we always have the most accurate temperature. The forehead one, the armpit one, I just don't trust those fully. If that's all we had on hand at the time, then we would use them, but definitely a rectal thermometer. This is just the Frida brand, but they have different brands that you can buy, and I just can't recommend a rectal thermometer enough. Next up is the good old Frida. I know a lot of parents think this is gross, or a lot of people in general think this is gross because you're sucking the boogers out of your baby's nose, but I promise you guys, it's not as nasty as it seems. I got grossed out too in the beginning, but it's really not that bad, and the relief that your baby has afterwards is just, to me, it's just so worth it. So it comes with like a little saline spray that you can spray in their nose, or if they have like enough mucus and you don't need it, you could just use it directly, but pretty much this side goes in their nose. This is the part where you suck, and then you just put the little filter in here, which it comes with like a little pack of filters and they're already like pre-cut, so you just poke it out. But because these can get a little bit pricey, I found on Amazon a like knockoff brand to the Frida for the filters that works exactly the same, and I'll link those down below as well. So we have like 2 or 3 of these lying around the house because we use it that much. And like I said, I will share the replacement filters with you guys, so you guys have a little bit more of a cheaper option, and they work just as good. But talking about babies and them being relieved, these Wendy's are, and actually, you know what, these aren't even the brand Wendy's. These are also a knockoff brand that I will share with you guys that we found on Amazon. But the Wendy, or I don't even know what this brand is called, but pretty much it's the Wendy, same exact thing. You just put a little bit of Vaseline or whatever on the tip. You just put that in the baby's bottom, and it helps relieve gas. I cannot tell you how many times we use these with Xander, because he was a little gassy boy and had some like constipation issues, but wonders. It works amazing. So definitely, I need to order more. These are like the last 3 that we have, but I need to order more, and I'll link those down below for you guys as well. I'll link the Wendy brand, and then I'll link the knockoff brand as well that we get now. So I'm pretty sure lots of people know about this already, but it's the Hatch sound machine. We use this every single night, even during nap times. We even love it for ourselves as adults because it's a nightlight and a sound machine, and it's just so peaceful to have. But anyways, this is the one that we have, and it's like super beat up. We travel with it. They also have like Hatch, I don't know what this one is called, but they all have other ones that's like battery operated that you don't need to plug in. You have to plug this one in. The cord's over here, but they have ones that's like battery operated where it's easier to travel with, and then they also have like smaller ones, but this is the one that we have, and it still works, so we're going to continue to use it. On here at the bottom, it has like all the different settings that you can use, but I never use these settings. I always use the app, which is super easy, and you can program favorites, or you can program like it to turn on from this time to this time, or like a bedtime, a nap time one. It has so many different options. This is super amazing to have. Again, it's on the pricier side, but to me, there's just things that are worth spending the extra money on, and this is definitely one of them. This was actually gifted to us, but if it wasn't gifted to us, I would have bought one. And honestly, I probably want to buy the small one for traveling just to make things a little bit easier. Talk loungers. This one I feel like is a little bit of a rough topic because there's people that just do not agree with loungers at all, just for the safety of their child, which I completely understand, but we never ever leave our baby left alone in either of these, so we feel safe to use them again. And we used it, well, we used both of them actually daily, all the time with Xander, and we plan to use it again with this one. So the first one is the Dockatot. This was also gifted to us. My friend bought it. Her baby didn't like it, so she gave it to me. And with Xander, we use this all the time for downstairs, like all the time. And again, he was never left unattended in here, like sleeping or anything. I mean, he slept in here, but we were always with him, like watching him. I know some people like even put this on their bed, like they go sleep and have their baby sleep in here. We never did that. It was just mostly for like downstairs for him to have a spot to sleep in that's comfy. So love the Dockatot. This one I wasn't really sure if I was going to share it or not because it has been discontinued, but I'm going to share it anyways. It's the Boppy Lounger. We loved it. It was very convenient to just have like on the couch, or if I was getting ready or whatever, just to have Xander sitting in here hanging out with us. We used it every single day, and we plan to use it for this baby as well. Again, never left unattended, so we feel safe to use it again. But Unfortunately, it has been discontinued, but pretty much it's just like the Boppy, but it like the baby just sits here and this bottom part isn't open like the Boppy is. It's just like one big pillow pretty much. But like I said, he's never been left unattended on there, so we feel safe to use it again. The Mama Roo Swing. This is another one that I hear a lot that didn't work for a lot of babies, or their babies just didn't like it. And for the price and for your baby not to like it, it's kind of a bummer. But we got it as a baby shower gift for Xander, and I really wanted it. And it was just one of those like first time mom things, but I really wanted it. And I'm glad that we got it because Xander loved it. And I'm hoping that Xavier will like it just as much. But it's just pretty much a form of a swing that he just obviously lays in, and then you have like an app for it. But it has like different options that you can use and like sound. He loved it. I'm hoping this baby will love it as well. And it's just something that I highly recommend. But of course, do your research first on it. Don't spend unnecessary money if you don't feel that it's needed. But like I said, for me, it was just one of those first time mom things. And I just had to have it because it was what everybody else had. Just ended up being one of those things that I'm really glad I got because, like I said, Xander loved it, and I'm hoping this baby will love it just as much. So the last thing, and a lot of people hate on this, but it is the Diaper Genie. They have other forms of diaper pails, but pretty much a diaper pail for diapers. We have the Genie. I'll leave it, I'll leave a picture here of it, and then also I'll leave it linked down below. It was like one of those first time mom things, and I needed to have it. But we use it every single day. We even still use it now for our toddler. And I know a lot of people are like, but you could just throw it in the trash or just go throw it outside. And yes, you can do that, but we didn't want to do that. We, at the time, lived in a 2-story house, didn't want to have to bring it downstairs, go throw it out. But the Diaper Genie just comes in handy so much, and we love it. Still going to continue to use it probably until these kids are out of diapers. I know the replacement bags can be a little bit pricey, but I think there's like different hacks that you can use. We just buy the Target brand, which is like Up and Up or something. We don't buy the Genie brand because we just save a little bit more money buying the other brand. And I mean, it works the same. The only downfall of that is when you go to throw it out. Obviously, it's going to smell because you have a bunch of poop diapers in there, but it literally smells for like a second, and you just tie it up, throw it out, and then get a new bag ready. So, highly recommend that. But again, do your research. It's whatever you feel comfortable with and whatever is going to be easier for you. What is it, my love? You don't take bottles, baby. This is for baby brother. He's been like, ever since I pulled these bottles out, all he wants to do is play with the bottles. Baby, you never took a bottle before. So I think I said the Diaper Genie was the last thing that I was going to share, but I lied. Also a baby carrier. We have the Baby Bajorn, I think it's called. I'll leave it linked down below. You can get it on Amazon. But Xander loved being carried all the time, and that carrier came in handy. And again, it's a little bit more on the pricier side. They have cheaper options, but we loved it. And he actually barely just reached the weight limit for it, so he's done using it. But even up until like maybe 2 months ago, at a year old, he was still using it to be like put down for naps and stuff. Yeah, baby, to be put down for naps and stuff. So I highly recommend a carrier. I also have a wrap. I don't remember the wrap that I have, but I also have a wrap, and it was just, I couldn't get it to function. It was like really big. I'm going to try it again with this one, and I might even buy like a more simpler wrap or like a sling to try with this baby, but definitely the carrier. All right, the last thing for real this time, and this is if you get anything out of this video, I highly recommend this, but it is a nighttime cart or like a bedside cart, whatever you want to call it. I just put mine together today. I'm gonna share it with you and how I set it up. The last thing you want to be doing in the middle of the night when you're waking up every couple of hours is be scrambling for stuff. So this cart just helps keep things organized. But let me show you guys how I have mine set up. So here is the cart. Super affordable. I got this at Michael's. Again, they also have them on Amazon that are called like newborn carts or like baby bedside cart, something like that. I'll link it below for you guys, but I find that Michael's is cheaper and they have different colors. Highly recommend Michael's, but you could check out the one on Amazon as well. But anyways, this is pretty much how I have the cart set up. So I have diapers here on the top, and then I have wipes. I have the hatch machine. Obviously my coffee is not gonna go here, but I have this little bin here with passies. Xander didn't take passies. We tried, he didn't want them, but I'm hoping this baby will, because I don't want to be used as a pacifier again like I am with Xander. On this side I just have this little bin. You can find like any organization bin, or just set this up however you want, whatever's easier for you. But in this little bag here I just have the nose Frida, some of the Frida replacement, and then a couple of Wendy's. I have the nail filer, some hand sanitizer, some powder, butt paste, thermometer, vitamin D drops down there, Vaseline for the thermometer and the Wendy's. But this is everything I can think of for right now. I may add or take out stuff, but we'll see as I go along what works for us. And then on this shelf here I have everything breastfeeding related. So I have the Spectra, I have the bottles for the Spectra, my pump parts back here, the chargers, I have the Mom Cozy. Back here I just have some of the reusable breast pads that you just throw in the washer, which I highly recommend. I love those for nighttime. And then down here I have some burp cloths, some like little receiving blankets, I guess you'd call them, Swaddles, the Velcro Swaddles. I have extra onesies, pants, or I'm sorry, sleepers, pants, and then onesies down here. So like I said, you could set this up any way you want, but I highly recommend getting a nighttime cart. But like I said, do your research first on, you know, certain things. See what worked for other people. Look at the pros and cons. You know, don't take my word for everything. This is just what worked for us, and I wanted to share that with you guys, especially for first-time moms. And like I said, this is my second baby, but me becoming a first-time mom, I was more about like, oh, I want this because everybody else has it, or I want this because it's nice, or you know, whatever it is. You don't need to be like that. Luckily for me, those things worked out. But like I said, for some people, it just doesn't work out. So definitely do research before spending money or putting things on your registry that you may not need, or you can find a cheaper option for that has better reviews. Because I promise you guys, there's things out there that may have better reviews than the higher, more luxury items. So definitely do that, especially if you're a first-time mom. That's the next thing that I can recommend is research and reviews. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here because somebody requires a lot of attention. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helps some first-time moms out, or even if you're a second-time mom and it's been a while and you can't remember what to get, whatever it may be. I hope this video helped you guys out, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.